AJ Lee's long-awaited WWE return has set the wrestling world on fire. After a decade away from the ring, the former three-time Divas Champion shocked fans by appearing on Friday Night SmackDown and making an immediate impact. Her comeback was one of the most talked-about moments in recent WWE history, and it drew a strong reaction from both fans and fellow wrestlers. Among those to respond was rising star Roxanne Perez, who shared a heartfelt message following Lee's dramatic return. Roxanne Perez's admiration for AJ Lee. Roxanne Perez has often expressed her admiration for AJ Lee, considering her one of the biggest inspirations behind her own wrestling journey. Long before she signed with WWE and began making waves in NXT, Perez had the chance to meet AJ Lee during her early years as a fan. That encounter left a lasting impression, fueling her determination to follow in her idol's footsteps. In recent years, Perez's connection to Lee grew even stronger through social media interactions. When CM Punk, AJ Lee's husband, made his own shocking return to WWE, Perez came one step closer to finally being linked with a woman she grew up idolizing. Now, with Lee back in the fold, the young star has openly shown her excitement and respect for the returning legend. AJ Lee's shocking return on SmackDown. The September edition of Friday Night SmackDown delivered one of the most unforgettable moments of the year when AJ Lee returned to WWE television. After 10 years away from the squared circle, Lee emerged to confront Becky Lynch, one of the top women in the industry today. The confrontation escalated quickly, and Lee shocked the WWE Universe by attacking Lynch in a heated moment that set the stage for a possible blockbuster feud. Fans immediately took to social media to celebrate Lee's return, with many calling it the greatest comeback in women's wrestling history. The moment not only highlighted Lee's star power, but also reminded the WWE Universe why she was such an influential figure during her prime. Roxanne Perez reacts on social media. Not long after the shocking return, a wrestling fan account on X, formerly Twitter, declared AJ Lee's comeback the greatest return in women's wrestling history. Roxanne Perez, however, felt the statement didn't go far enough. She quickly responded, correcting the post and stating that it was not just the greatest return in women's wrestling, it was the greatest return in wrestling history, period. Perez's comment struck a chord with fans, many of whom agreed with her bold statement. Her reaction also highlighted the generational impact AJ Lee has had, not only inspiring the current women's division but also earning respect from male and female wrestlers alike. Questions about long-term booking. While AJ Lee's return was celebrated by fans, not everyone is convinced about the long-term direction of her comeback. Former WWE writer Vince Russo expressed skepticism during an appearance on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down. Russo questioned the creative decision-making behind Lee's return and wondered whether WWE had a sustainable plan in place beyond the initial shock value. He compared the situation to Nikki Bella's past return, which generated excitement but lacked a strong follow-through. Russo's comments reflect a concern often shared by fans when legends return, whether the company will fully commit to integrating them into ongoing storylines or simply use them for short-term buzz. A new era for women's wrestling? Regardless of creative concerns, AJ Lee's return has already created waves that will be felt for months to come. Her history-making comeback sets the stage for dream matches with today's top stars, including Becky Lynch, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, and perhaps even her longtime admirer Roxanne Perez. For Perez, the return of her idol represents more than just a storyline. It symbolizes the continuation of a legacy that inspired her to chase her dreams. Whether she eventually shares the ring with AJ Lee or not, Perez's response shows just how deeply Lee's influence has shaped the next generation of WWE talent. As the road to WWE's future unfolds, AJ Lee's epic return is sure to remain one of the defining moments of 2025, one that blends nostalgia, inspiration, and the promise of new rivalries for years to come.